Hi, this is Aaron. I'm the COO of CoreWare. Today, I'm going to be giving you an InstaDemo of coreSTORE point of sale solution, the leading point of sale solution in the firearm industry. One of the things that really makes our browser-based point of sale solution really nice for your retail business is the fact that it's a browser-based solution, which allows you to be able to run this system either on a tablet, a mobile device, and basically any computer, desktop, Mac. As long as the device has the ability to connect to the internet, you can run your point of sale from that device and from anywhere. Today, we're going to be looking at a few of our modules, and you can see from right here, we're on our dashboard. And right now, it just gives me a quick summary as far as where my total sales are for my business, my total customers I have in this, along with my total items. I can do a few other things from here. And I can also get a quick sales report just from my initial dashboard screen. So I can kind of see how I'm doing for the day and the week and everything. And then if I want to run a quick weekly summary, I can quickly do that and be able to see numbers and see kind of where my revenue is at, going forward. We're going to go ahead and jump into the customer module. And one of the nice things with our customer module is you can actually email customers directly from our system. We do support email receipts, so you can actually go completely paperless and just email your customers their purchase receipts. And then you can also print out mailing labels. So if you want to do like thank you cards or anything else to that nature, or holiday cards to that extent, you can very easily do so within our platform as far as getting their addresses and everything very quickly. And adding a new customer is an absolute breeze. The system does support the ability to do driver's license scanning. So you can just simply scan that person's driver's license, brings in all the information, and you can go ahead and plug in all their information in manually as well. You do have the ability to add profile pictures, and we do integrate into MailChimp, which allows you to sync your mailing lists and your everything right with your point of sale solution. And then you can add internal notes. You can also add wholesale accounts. We do support store accounts, and we do have a built-in layaway system along with a loyalty program that allows customers to be able to earn points with their purchases that they make at your store, which is a great marketing and sales incentive to keep customers coming back, and as a great solution for them to choose you over your competitors. And then, of course, the other relevant information we're looking at has to do with the E4473s, maybe their CHL information. And one of the nice things is you can also attach user-specific files. So if you have maybe a specific agreement with this individual, or maybe you just want a copy of their physical driver's license, you can kind of do that. And then one of the things that really sets our platform apart is that you're not stuck with a kind of enclosed package deal, right? You have the ability to create custom fields and everything. So if there's unique data points that you're wanting to track that our system doesn't have built in by default, you can really easily come into our system, and you can do this with various other modules. You can jump right into the custom field configuration, add specific member types, you can add specific whatever, and you can do a lot of these. So if I wanted, for example, to do a CHL class, for example, to see if they've taken this, I can literally just do this as a nice simple checkbox, and that would add that right onto there. And I can even choose to show this on the sales screen and everything. So it gives me a very flexible and very robust platform. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into our PO and receiving. So this is the section that you would do to create purchase orders, or if you want to start receiving your inventory. One of the nice things is that we connect into multiple distributors, which allows you to be able to just instantly bring products in with images and all the description. The days of having to manually input all this product data is over. What we're really striving for is to help create less manual work, less time wasted, and create a more efficient process when bringing in new inventory. And one of the things that we also do on top of these distributor feeds is we have internally in our system, we have a massive product catalog. The largest out of any point of sale solution out of there. We currently have in our database over 200 million products, and a majority of those items have pictures attached to them. So now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate some of this capability. First, I'm going to go ahead and receive a revolver, or in this case, a handgun. So imagine this package coming in. Instead of having to either hand type it or write in the new product information into maybe your old point of sale system, all you have to do is scan it. It'll prompt you to search your online store, and it'll bring in all the items information along with, who has it, what cost, and everything to that extent. So now I'm just going to go ahead and bring this into my system. And as you can see, it brought a picture in. And I'm just going to go ahead and just type in a serial number, and we'll be good. The other thing I'm going to go ahead and receive is a Vortex optic. And I'm going to go ahead and pick one at random. And one of the things that, as you know, with Vortex is that they're a manufacturer to dealer direct company only. For example, this would not exist in any distributor data feed out there because they only deal with dealers. But because of our catalog product import and the fact that we have probably the largest out there, I can scan their UPC code and it'll bring me back a picture along with a description and everything I need to get ready. So even adding products not even in your traditional distributors or vendors is a big plus. So if you sell water bottles or maybe, candy snacks, there's a very good chance you can just scan it and all the information for that product is available. And the other advantage by having all this just right at the tip of your fingers, we integrate into multiple e-commerce solutions, including CoreShop, our enterprise and leading e-commerce solution in the firearm industry. We also integrate into Ammo Ready, and we also integrate into WooCommerce if you happen to just run maybe your retail sales and just your in-store inventory. So now I can go ahead and attach a supplier to this. In this case, I'm going to pull in Sport South. Just for example, one of the nice things I can highlight right here is I have the ability to show that current outstanding POs and when I owe with the vendor. Again, it's optional if you want to track that, but we do support that capability. So you can right now see I owe Sport South $9,197.43. And then if I want to either bring in an existing PO or type in a PO, maybe this is from an old PO I've already created, I can go ahead and add all that to it. And then I can even denote how I'm paying for this order. In this case, I'm just going to mark it that this PO has already been received. It finishes it up, and it brings me my receiving receipt now. So now I actually have a physical receipt record that I can even print out and store somewhere if I want, or, which is a big plus, we're able to see who received this inventory, and we're able to have a digital record that's now stored. So if there's ever a receiving mistake or maybe someone misplaced something, you can simply go back and look at the data and see what happened, what exactly was scanned in, and creates a utter transparency, between you and your system. There's no guessing, there's no missing data parts, and there's no questions as far as how could that have happened. So now I'm going to go ahead and generate the barcode labels. And one of the nice things is we generate the barcode labels automatically. We do support 2 different print types. For example, we support the ability just to work with your standard Dynamo label printer, which again, there's a limit to you as far as what you can customize, but again, you can set all this here. And then we also, if you really want to truly customize your labels or control the data that you want on your labels to be able to print, we do support the direct print functionality through the Zebra printers. They are a little bit more to invest in, but if you really want to be able to customize and make some really nice labels for your products or serial numbers, for example, it's definitely worth the investment to make, if that's what you're really going after. And again, we support just the standard Dynamo label printers and the more advanced direct print Zebra printers. So both are supported within our platform. And now I'm going to go ahead and jump into our inventory system. And I'm going to click on my items right here. And I'm going to highlight a few things within the data structure as far as what you can really do. And again, there's a lot of stuff you can input and track. And one of the things that we tell everyone is that the more data you put into the system, the better data you're going to get out of it. And I can go right here. I can even set up, we do support all full range functionality from lane reservation to rental guns and everything. So we can easily see what's going on there. We can add the rates. We can see the serial number attached to this. And we also keep track of cost all the way down on a serialized level. And we have the ability to do multiple cost averaging and cost tracking as far as last in, last out to give you a very accurate report on your profit and loss and just kind of see what your true margin you're making on each item. And then I can jump over here to the pricing tab, and I can also see we have our built-in consignment module. I can add all my consignment fees and everything, and I can just kind of see everything else in that extent. I can also set promotion prices within the point of sale system. I can even have those promotion prices start on a specific date and end on a specific date. And again, I can get even technical as far as, maybe I have different price structure. The employees get this specific price discount or stuff like that, which is all configurable within our platform. And then I can go ahead and set up all my rental rates if this is a rental item. So if you're a range, we do support all of that functionality. And then I can go over here and see my audit trail as far as my inventory. You have the ability to track what's committed, what's currently on order. You can set up your reorder and replenish levels, your mins and maxes to help keep your store in stock constantly. And especially during these times where inventory is extremely valuable, being able to set up these replenishment levels is extremely helpful for keeping your store in stock with the products your customer wants during these crazy times. So we can see over here, I can print out this audit report of my inventory, and I can also add additional images and everything if I want to add more images to this product. And then if I'm a multi-store location, we do support multi-stores. So you can actually see quickly on this item, which store has it, the inventory level. In this case, my Houston store has none. But my Dallas store does have that. And then I can even track as far as my bin location, as far as where that item may be within the store. And then item kits right here allows you to build combo deals and everything. So if I wanted to come into my gun and ammo package, I can quickly add my items to where I can just click champion, and I want to add my champion 1911 to this deal along with all these other items I've got here. And then I can set up all these specific pricing promos that come bundled into it. So when it comes time to scan the item in, it'll actually load the items in automatically. The clerk or the sales rep on your floor doesn't have to manually add each item and then manually set up that discounted price. And then you can add a custom image if you want. And again, see the audit trail as far as who has it, where the price is, and even set up specific prices based off location. And then, of course, we can look at our price rules right here. And the price rules tab allows you to set up multiple discounts. So if you want to have a law enforcement discount, a transfer discount, or a case discount if customers are buying by the case, for example, of ammunition, you can set all that very easily within our platform. And now we're going to jump into the most important screen. We're going to jump into the sales screen. We're going to go ahead and go into register to, and we're going to talk about selling items, because this is where you are probably going to be the most and where your staff will probably be working the most in the system. And one of the things you should be gathering by now is that it's a very powerful platform, the most powerful platform in the industry and in multiple industries, just in general. And one of the things that you should also be denoting is, even though you're getting all this powerful functionality and programs and features, it's not an intimidating user interface. It's not complicated to use. It's very straightforward, and everything is very self-explanatory, which means it's going to take minimal time to train new staff. It's going to take minimal time to get you familiar with the system, minimal training overall, and which means less human error, which means more money saved in your pocket from having to correct mistakes. And most importantly, it's time that's saving you having to mess with your system. It allows you to focus more on your selling and give you more time to market and grow your store even more. And that's what our goal is, to give your store the best tools to better run your business. Now I'm going to go ahead and show, we do have the ability to do a touchscreen mode. So if you prefer big buttons or it's a tablet, you can set that up to be very easy. But we can go ahead and sell the items that we just received. In this case, I'm just going to take the barcode. Now, one thing which is nice within the platform is I can actually look within here and type, and we've got smart search capability where the clerk can actually find what they're looking for, and the picture allows them to help, better identify, to make sure they're selling the correct item. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this Champions ammo right there. I'm going to go ahead and add a customer real quick. And one of the nice things with our customer functionality, you can search by phone number, you can search by email, and of course, you can search by customer name. You can see right there, I'm adding all that information. So now I'm going to go ahead and add myself. And then I also have the ability to do a few things from here. One, we can create an estimate of this order. We can process our return. We do support special order processing. And we do have the ability to do store account payments, work orders. So if you are a gunsmith, we have a whole work order program and work order program to where you guys can literally do your builds, add your service fees, add custom notes, before and after pictures, and everything else in that sense. So now we can go ahead and see a few things. I can currently see who the salesperson is. In this case, it's me running the transaction, or in this case, Ezra is running the transaction. And I can also add a quick discount. And of course, the discounts can be set up for managerial approval first. And I can go ahead and take multiple payments. And just as a quick overview, we do support just about every merchant processor, but there's only two in the firearm industry we recommend, and that is Blue Dog and Transnational. If you need more information about that, please email us and we will get you direct contact information for both companies if you're needing a new and firearm-friendly merchant processor. Going back to the point of sale system, on payments, we do support the ability to do split payments, which means you can pay with a cash, you can pay with checks, the customer can pay with a credit card, gift card, and maybe all of the above, all in this one transaction. So now I'm going to go ahead and complete the sale. In this case, I'm not going to tip myself. We do support tips. So if you do have a cafe or you do have another business that allows or is needing a tipping solution, that's all built into there. So now that we've completed the sales transaction, we now have our customers' receipt, and there's a few nice things that we can do from here. We can actually go ahead and start creating a purchase order for this item if I just sold it and I notice the inventory is low. And then I can also have the ability to do a gift receipt. And I can choose to email the receipt to the customer. And if I need to manually pop open my cash drawer, if I'm using a StarMitronics cash drawer, for example, I can do that. Or I can just literally just print it off a regular printer or through my StarMitronics CSD 100 receipt printer. So we've got a lot of different options. And again, if you really want to go paperless, we do support the email receipts, which will allow you to go completely paperless. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into our bound book. And so our bound book over here has a lot of nice functionality. It's integrated into your point of sale system to where your acquisitions and your dispositions are being done at both the time of receiving and at the time of selling, which means less duplicate work that you have to do on your end. One of the things that we do support is there is no limit as far as you can have unlimited bound books. If you want to set up a primary bound book and a class 3 bound book, for example, you can do that. Or if you want to have just one bound book, you can just totally do that. And then we do support the ability to have unlimited entries, unlike a lot of other solutions out there. So with that said, your point of sale solution comes with an already integrated electronic bound book we built that's the best out there, and a seamless integrated solution that helps create one smooth process all the way from receiving to disposition to the customer. So now I'm looking over here. I can see I have got a multiple handgun sale alert. In this case, we automatically fill out and generate the 3310 forms for you, which is really nice. And we can see over here what's currently pending for disposition, some of the stuff I just received. In this case, we can look at my Ruger handgun, for example. I can see all that stuff right there. And I can go into the acquisition information if I want to see receiving supplier information, their FFL. And then I can jump back into my bound book. We do support the ability to do E4473. So I can come out here. Imagine having a tablet for your customer just to hand over, and they can just fill it out and just plug all that information in. And then, of course, they would just go through, fill out all the information. We do support the e-signature. If your store does not have the e-signature variants from the ATF, you will need to do that, because once you are approved for the e-signature variants, this will allow you to store all E4473s, and you will no longer need to print out every copy of the 4473, saving you more paper in the long run. And then jumping back, I'm going to go ahead to my Manage 4473 section. I can currently see what's been completed, what's in progress. So if I go into my Section B, for example, we do have a fully built-in, if you're a state that does allow it, which is most of the states in the U.S., unless it's like a Tennessee or New York, where you've got to use a state-compliant background check system. We do integrate into the LEAPS NICS system. We have a Chrome plugin that allows you just to hit the Start NICS check. It will automatically put all the customer's information in, fill all of this data out for you, and bring you back the approval number and everything. Unfortunately, we are not at FFL, so I cannot demonstrate this just right during this demo. But this gives you an idea as far as what you can do. And again, all this process would be fully automated. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the bound book. And now we're in the Section B, which again, we have the ability just to fill out all this information. And one of the nice things with our system is we integrate into the LEAPS NICS system through a Chrome plugin. So you can actually run the whole NICS background check automatically through our platform. It will automatically grab all your customers' information, paste it into the LEAPS window, grab the approval number and the response back from them automatically for you, which is an extremely nice feature and allows you to really take advantage of it as far as, speed, efficiency, and again, less manual work, less mistakes potentially being made by a human error. It helps remove a lot of that. And it's a very easy to use and very nice functionality. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into our report section. And we have some of the best reporting tools out there. We have the ability to do custom reports. Majority of reports can be exported into a CSV. So if you prefer to work spreadsheets, you totally can. If you do need a direct QuickBooks integration, we do support that through a company called Shogo.io. This is a great way. Again, most of our reports can be generated into a spreadsheet, which means you can export and import them in manually. But if you want your QuickBooks to be fully automated, if you go over to Shogo.io, they're a great company. We integrate our point of sale into them, which allows you to feed your point of sale directly into your QuickBooks in real time. So that is a must-have. We do support that. And so I'll go ahead and jump back over onto our system. Now I'm going to go ahead and just generate a quick report. In this case, I'm actually going to do a graphical categories report, and I'm going to run it for the last 30 days. And this will kind of tell me how I'm doing with sales and everything, and just kind of overall how things are. And again, we have graphical reports. We've got just standard reports, and we have the ability to export CSV. So right now you can see that I've done $17,456 in basically revenue total after tax and everything is $18,806, and so far I've made $2,200 in profit. I can see here handguns are my majority of my items I sell. And again, it breaks you down and gives you kind of a nice visual aid as far as what's going on in the store. And again, the more data you're putting into the system, the better the data and reports are going to be for you to help make better business decisions and better purchasing and reselling decisions. Our delivery module allows you to manage all your outbound shipments just from here. So you can actually come in here and get rates directly from USPS, UPS, and FedEx seamlessly. Just be able to click there, generate rates. You can do all your pack slips and everything. You can choose to have a signature required for the shipping. And again, you can have all the tracking info plugged into here to kind of keep track of everything going on. So if you do a lot of outbound shipping, it's a great way to keep it integrated into our system and a better way to help manage all those shipments. Now I'm going to go ahead into our employee module, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of briefly cover some of the things. Again, you can actually swipe in all their information with the driver's license. You can plug in an account photo, for example. And we do support commission tracking and hourly payroll tracking. So if you do pay your sales reps on a commission basis, we do support that. We do support a after profit or an gross revenue commission. So that'll help you with that. And then, of course, you can track birthdays, hire dates. We do have a built-in time clock, which I'll go over here in a little bit, to where you can actually have your employees check in and out. And then if you want to have like maybe employee contracts tied to that specific employee, you can. And then you can set up all the required information. You can control permissions as far as what they can see or not see, what they have access to or may not have access to. So it's very in-depth as far as what you'll be able to utilize with this platform as far as your employee management. Another nice feature with our point of sale solution is that we support gift cards. So you do not have to buy any specific gift cards from us. Our system will work with any gift card out there. So if you have gift cards from an old system that you need to transition over, that is no problem at all. And we can even help you load in those active balances so there's no issues with customers trying to come in using old gift cards. Ideally, if the gift card has a magnetic stripe or even better, a barcode, you can just scan the gift cards in. And one of the nice things with our platform specifically is you can tie the gift cards to specific customers and be able to see what they're spending or not spending. So in this case, I can get on here. I can see James Johnson initially got a $50 gift card. He spent $50 on point of sale order 107, which brought his balance down to zero. And then he ended up loading another $90.80 into the gift card on POS sale 465. So again, it gives you a nice audit trail. You can see how your gift cards are being used. And again, we have even a robust reporting system in that sense. Your store configuration, as far as all your control set up within coreWare to be able to set up all your taxes and everything, symbol rates, again, all of your open cash register, drawer openings and closings. And it's a very extensive, and we're here to help support you in that aspect. Expenses, this is just a great way to track miscellaneous expenses. For example, maybe if you give the customer a $20 to go grab a pizza for the team or something because everyone has to stay in late scanning. So this is a great way to help keep your cash register clean and help keep things in control and everything, and as far as have transparency in that sense. And then our system supports the ability to do internal messaging, which means you can message your employees and everyone else right within our point of sale platform. Another tool and another communication form to help keep your company and your employees on the same track and help keep messaging clear within the company, which is always a big plus. And then the last thing we'll just quickly look at is the time clock. So I can clock in, clock out, I can review my punches and everything and kind of see how many hours I've worked in this case. In this case, I've never been able to clock out because we are dedicated to you guys. So I'm a very good employee over here. So that kind of covers a nice brief overview of coreSTORE. There are plenty more features that I did not have time and did not have the chance to go over with all of you. So if you are interested, or if you like what you've seen so far and you're ready to sign up, just simply go to coreSTORE.info, hit the subscribe button up in the top, and just pick the plan that best suits you. Now, one thing that people will ask, what is the difference between a single register versus a multi-register plan? It basically has to do with the credit card terminal / cash box that you're physically tracking at your store. If you're only keeping track of cash in one register, one physical register, you only need the single register plan for $99 per month. That's still unlimited users, unlimited devices can be used with the platform at once, even on the single register plan. Our multi-register plan is $199, which means if you have 2 or more physical cash drawers, that is the plan you will need to subscribe for. And again, it's still unlimited devices, unlimited users. And if you have multiple stores, all our multi-store rates are just right there on the subscribe page. Thank you everybody for joining me on this InstaDemo on coreSTORE, and we look forward to hearing from you and hopefully working with you here soon.